Hey everybody, today is June 8th, 2022. Welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene and hope everybody's having a good middle of the week. Before we get started, we'll do the regular. Please, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and do us a favor and hit that like button, which looks like the big thumbs up. And then hit that bell, the notification bell, so you'll be notified whenever we put out new content. Check out our website at www.hangingwithuncle.com and see what you can do to help get marijuana legalized in the United States, among other things. So, having said that, today I kind of wanted to talk about the hearings starting tomorrow, the January 6th Select Committee public hearings. And I think it's very important that people watch. It reminds me of Watergate. I remember being 13 years old when those hearings were going on, and my dad watching it, and it was just kind of historic finding out all the corruption that was going on in the Nixon White House and behind the Watergate scandal. And this was worse because at least Nixon never tried to sell us out to a foreign country. He just tried to gain power, and by any means necessary. He wanted to repeal the 24th Amendment, I believe, which is the one that limits a president's term in office. So, yeah, it's, again, everything for power. So, the reason I'm going to be watching is because I just have questions. Number one, let's just start with this number one. I'll go back to the Mueller report, which, number one, did not exonerate Trump. As a matter of fact, it showed so much collusion between the Tangerine Terror and Moscow, including exchanging polling data, which is a big violation of campaign law. And all of his obstruction back then. I'm wondering what the DOJ is waiting for with that, because Mueller spelled out so many different crimes of obstruction that the Tangerine Terror and his administration did to impede the Russia investigation. So, anyway. Secondly, who organized this coup to overturn the will of the people in a free and fair public election, where no fraud was discovered except for those who were casting illegal votes for the Tangerine Terror. And secondly, I want to know who paid for it. I want to know what the sitting members of Congress had to do with it. For example, Ali Alexander said that he was in cahoots with Paul Gosar, Mo Brooks, and Andy Biggs, all three Republicans, right now current sitting members of the House of Representatives. So, I want to know their involvement. I want to know about the tours going on in the Capitol and how many, or if any, of those people that were on tours were also involved in storming the Capitol, and were they in those places sensitive to where they shouldn't be, if only not for having a recon led by sitting members of Congress. So there's questions that I have that I want answered. And not only that, how involved was Trump in orchestrating everything that happened, including the fake electors. We already know that Fannie Willis in Fulton County, Georgia, I believe will be the first one to bring criminal prosecution against Donald Trump. She seems to be the only one with enough spine to take him on, because the law is on her side. It's on our side, the side of the American people, as far as I'm concerned. Those questions are just a few that I have, and I'm very interested to hear about a few questions that will be answered I didn't know I needed to ask. So these are very, very important, because we have midterm elections coming up, and I do not want to put people in office that are willfully ignoring the will of the people and trying to overturn a free and fair election. I want to know who's involved and how far it goes. So I'm not going to stick my head in the sand. I'm going to pay attention. And I highly recommend that you guys do too. So having said that, I'll cut it off there. Zane and I will see you on Friday. So